Okay, take two. It's 12:05 a.m. I'm staying up all night. I'm live streaming. I just recorded for like, I don't know, like 5 minutes, and then my storage cut me off. So I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to summarize chapter 2 of The Slight Edge and talk about today and talk about a bit about this live stream. So The Slight Edge. Basically, I will talk to you about chapter 1 a bit. Here's this graph. As you can see, success, survival, failure. We start at failure, we do the right things, and then once we get to around the survival line, then we go back down and we stop doing those things. That's why we go back down. Whereas if we carried on, we would be successful. Okay, that's a bit of background. That's like the visual representation of The Slight Edge. I want to talk to you about philosophy, because it's not about the how-tos, it's not about the information. We have plenty of information. Most people have enough information. Like, realistically, they have plenty of access. There's two attitudes you can be in: an entitled attitude or a value-driven attitude. The entitled person is the type of person to say, you know what, I want a raise, and once I get the raise, then I'll work harder, I'll do the extra hours, I'll put in more work. Whereas the value-driven person puts in the work and then expects a raise. Hey man, it's why working out doesn't work. I mean, it's why diets and a gym membership doesn't work. Because you get sold on some lie like, you lose 50 pounds in 3 weeks. No. Realistically, right? Realistically, it's not going to happen quick and easy and fast. And what we like to do is, and this is myself, I've seen it in business and in this e-commerce pursuit, in tracking and bulking up and putting on muscle, okay? We want the results quick and easy. And then, once we have the results, then we're going to put in the work. That's not how it works. You have to be living and doing exactly as if you already had the results. Okay, you got to change your mindset, your philosophy. You got to look at the normal, mundane task differently. Because realistically, right, you're not going to get the result without doing those tasks. We'll get a little bit of progress, sure, but there's not going to be some big quantum leap. We have to be consistent. In order to truly load in that reality, we have to be doing these daily mundane tasks when we don't really see the results, when we feel like quitting, because we're tied to the outcome, right? Can't be doing that. Can't be entitled. We have to be value driven. We have to be doing what we need to do every single day. And then that goal, that reality, it will come to us. It'll happen. It may not be instant. Of course it won't be instant. Usually it's a long process. That's what makes stuff valuable sometimes. Another thing is, stop avoiding failure. You want to double your amount of failure. If you were to live by avoid failure, you ain't getting nowhere. A lot of famous people, okay, think about Thomas Edison, light bulb wouldn't be here. Think about Abraham Lincoln, okay? He failed most electoral votes, but it was those failures that led him to be in the White House eventually. The failures, okay, I've talked about it before. I view it as a loading bar. In a video game, you have the loading bar, right? And it progressively loads in. It's like, you know? And it has a percentage bar underneath the loading bar. Each failure, each roadblock, each little piece of adversity is a percentage. And what people do is they get to 97%. They've loaded in 97%. 97% of the failures. Okay, they do that. Oh, this failure. And then they say, this is hard. It's not for me. It isn't working. So I'm going to quit. Meanwhile, if they were just do 3 more failures, 3 more roadblocks, 3 more little things of adversity, they would have been successful. Like, I forgot what book it was in, but there was a mining company that was mining for gold or something, or digging for oil, one of the two. They were 6 feet away when they quit, okay? A guy risked like his life savings to buy some equipment. It only took 6 feet after what they did after they quit. They were quite literally 97% of the way there. Only 6 more feet to go. Only a little bit more failure to go. Like, what the heck? Do not quit. If you look at it as, I only need 3 more failures and then I'm going to be successful, you're going to look at the mundane task differently. So do what you need to do. Stop looking at it as in a entitled attitude. Like, oh, I need the results now, and then once I have the results, I'm going to do the work. No, you got to do the work now, my boy. Love you. Jesus loves you. Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to read chapter 3 now. It's weird how my voice changes after reading a bit. But yeah. See y'all later, man. Day 60? Yeah, this would be day 60 recap. Anyways, peace.